Here picking up trash, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm just thinking, what are the ways to help fix this problem? I have the idea of like, oh, what if I just made more videos on my YouTube channel about picking up the trash, and then I did one of those things where like double the amount of trash you pick up every day, and see if that could get more attention in order to maybe start town-wide or a small group of people that spread the knowledge of get out there, pick up the trash. I like using these plastic ones that we have saved up, and I'll take those and I'll just come out here. I always keep extra in my car, and whenever I see trash on the road or a trail that I'm going hiking on, I'll just bring a bag and I'll fill it up. And it's kind of my way of feeling better about the fact that in my own sense I contribute to the plastic issue. If I can take some of the plastic that I've accumulated and then use that to pick up trash and then make sure it gets to the right places, I still try to minimize the amount of plastic I use, not only for health purposes but also for environmental ones. So I use stainless steel in my cooking, I use stainless steel for my water bottles, but some things like my flip-flops, those which I have thought about, wear down over time and release microplastics into the environment, and it's something that I consider, and I'm not the biggest fan that it happens because I value the environment greatly and I try to take care of it and be a steward of it. With that said, I was thinking about doing that on the YouTube channel and having just for a month double the amount of trash I pick up a day, every day. But maybe if I could grow that, build awareness, turn it into a town-wide thing where the community comes out, and then that would greatly amplify the effects that we could have. And I'm thinking of, I can do more with my brain than I can with my hands, but I still like coming out here and doing stuff with my hands. But at the same time, I have to acknowledge that through my engineering abilities and my skills, I can design something that would go in the river and catch a lot of the waste and help clean it up and get that, which would far surpass over time the amount of waste I could remove myself. And then I thought, well, above that there's policy. So just changing local policy to limit the amount of single-use plastics, or to educate people with voting using their money. When you buy something, you're kind of voting that you want more of that. If you buy plastics and you use plastics and you get single-use cups, you're in a sense communicating to that company that what they're doing is okay and you want to see more of that. If you boycott or you stop buying stuff that is wasteful, and you stop spending money at Dunkin' Donuts, or you start bringing your own cups, you can make changes with your money by how you spend it. And I try to do that. I try to be more mindful of how I'm spending my money. And yes, I'm aware that I have the economic stability that allows me to be in such a situation, but a lot of people could also implement this to lesser degrees but lack the creativity required for. No matter who you are, you can bring a coffee mug or a travel mug to Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks to have them fill it up for you. You can walk instead of drive, you can bike instead of drive, you can go out into your neighborhood and you can pick up plastics. You can tell the grocer, oh, I only have 2 items, I can do without a bag. You don't have to eliminate yourself and say that, oh, like, I'm too busy, I can't do that, it doesn't apply to me. Like, this applies to everyone, and the mindset of people passing on the responsibility is how the mess gets broadened. And whether or not you donate with your time or your money or your mental capacity, I feel like preserving nature and cleaning it up and making it better, and just kind of like what Jordan Peterson talks about of clean your room, clean your house, and then clean your town. My room is clean, my house is clean. Now I'm working on trying to make my community better. And in a sense, when you eliminate pollution and you get rid of the litter on the side of the road, it makes people less likely to continue the cycle of littering. If you want to bring it into more of a vibration or energy sense, Litter lowers the energy level of an environment, attracting people who are more likely to litter. And people might be like, oh, that's a little woo-woo, but like, abandoned building with broken windows attracts more broken windows. People will see that windows are already broken, and they'll be like, oh, well, I'm not the first one to destroy or deface this thing. I guess if I throw this rock at the window, it won't make that much of a difference. And then someone comes along and they see that rocks have broken the windows, and like, oh, well, what if I just spray paint all over this thing? And then other people see that, and it's this continuation of it. So the small actions of deciding to make a place better instead of allowing it to slowly degrade over time can change the direction and the momentum of the object. I've seen this in other spots that I've picked. Someone sees that there's litter there, they don't feel like they're ruining the pristineness of it when they themselves litter, and they will think about it twice. Go out and pick up trash, but just try to make your community better out